Greetings everyone. Tonight I thought we'd do something a little bit different. Tonight we are going to ride what are, in my humble opinion, the scariest attractions here at Disneyland. With, you know, a few kind of special surprises thrown in, mostly just one. It was by request. But yes, we're gonna go and enjoy this spooky Halloween season, but you know what? You can enjoy this any time of the year. You know, it might be middle of March, and you're just looking for some spooky stuff. I'll show you what I think are the scariest moments on the scariest attractions. You probably know a few of them, but I'm sitting here in Frontierland underneath the Halloween tree. Isn't that fun? I really like it. It's very festive. Yeah, and there's actually a little bit of history behind the Halloween tree, which you're probably seeing up on screen right now. Anyway, here we go. Brace yourselves for the squeamish or the scared, like myself typically. Maybe this video won't be for you. There'll be one thing in particular that might really scare many people, including myself. Anyway, all right, here we go. And let's start with one of the scariest dark rides of all time, Snow White's Enchanted Wish. And you know why? It's because of this lady right there. Look at her. Ah, she's sneaking away. Now this used to be Snow White's Scary Adventures back in the day, but it has retained some of the spooky factors. Like this one right here. Oh, and this. And this. Snow White's Enchanted Wish, still kind of freaky, just in those specific moments. But now we don't have to go too far for the next pick on my list. It's the lovely, the mighty, the wonderful, the unique, one of a kind. That's right, baby. It's the Matterhorn. There it is. Yeah! The Matterhorn. You know what we do here. We go. It's Matterhorn chant, baby. Yes. Now I'm going to show you the freakiest stuff on the Matterhorn. There's mostly two moments. It has to do with my old buddy Harold. Yes, an abominable snowman, not a Yeti, as we've talked about before. Abominable snowman Harold. Yeah, especially at night. Just watch this. Like, if I can get the footage, hopefully he's not blurry. He's rather frightening. Oh my gosh, she's very close. Now, here's one many people might not expect. One of the most terrifying rides here, for some, is It's a Small World. Now the message of It's a Small World is beautiful. It's the unification of the world. There's so many things we share versus things that are different. It's great. I love it. But I will say this, at the time of this recording, it's down for its yearly holiday overlay as they put that on. But the last time I went on it, something kind of strange happened. The footage came out a little differently than normal. And I wanted to show this to you guys. My mom requested this footage be put out, said the world needed to see it. So if you have an aversion to seeing It's a Small World, maybe not the way that you remember it, then brace yourself. So the next couple of seconds, they might just change you as a person. You have been properly warned. Skip ahead like a minute or two if you're worried about that. But I present to you It's a Small World. The one you didn't know existed. Pretty freaky, right? Oh my goodness, yeah, that was, ugh. It'll stick with me forever. Yep, It's a Small World. So many secrets that lie in store. Oh, sorry, we gotta move on. We gotta other attractions to go experience. All right, here we go. Let's continue our spooky list. As if this night couldn't get scary enough, now I'm all alone at the Toontown train station. My goodness. What if a train showed up and no one was on it? They're like, just come on aboard. Ghost train. Oh, it's a great attraction. Ghost train. Disney, call me, please. We could do so much together. It would be beautiful. Oh no, sorry. We're continuing on. Oh. Train looks so cool at night. I love it. Definitely a spooky and cool night here. Chilly night in Disneyland. You can even see my breath. It's like, probably can't see that. But it is indeed spooky. I'm interrupting this spooky vlog for a quick little dining review. I'm sitting here a little bit earlier in the day doing a little al fresco dining at Café Orleans, and I've never been here before. So if you guys want, you can check it out for yourselves. There you go. Scan the little QR code and see what's on the menu. There was like this steak and potatoes thing I wanted to get. That's not on the menu, but that's okay. It's forcing me to try new things, and because it's been a rainy day, I've been doing some things here in Disneyland and at Disney's California Adventure I've never done before. So I'm gonna try something that I rarely ever get here, and maybe even get a soup. It's gonna be really good. So stay tuned for some food stuff, because I know you guys you love the food stuff, and you know what? I do too. I love talking about food, eating food, filming food, all that stuff. So here we go. Bon appetit. However, while I will be trying new things here tonight, or things I don't normally try, there's one thing when you are in New Orleans Square that you can't go without, at least if you're me. And that's my old friend, Minty Julep. Divine. Oh gosh, they're so good. I love them so much. Like, look at it. It's pretty simple. You know, it's like lemon, maybe a little bit of lime, mint. I adore it though. I'll probably suck down about 3 or 4 of these. I mean, tastefully enjoy at a slow and restrained pace. But I have no supervision, so. My lovely waitress Edith suggested this. This is the chicken gumbo soup. It's a little cup, as you can see, like this. You could like drink it like a teacup. No, I'm just kidding. But this is the first thing that came out, especially because it's a rainy day. I'm excited to try this one. Trying out the chicken gumbo. It's pretty hot. Just warm temperature, not like spicy or anything like that. Oh, it's perfect, especially for a day like today. A little chicken gumbo on a rainy day. Oh my gosh. And this is like the chili of the South. I'm from the north, up in Minnesota, so that's where chili and cornbread, it's kind of more of like a winter dish or a fall dish, even though you can eat it whenever. And I always think of gumbo as kind of being the South kind of stew of choice. This is great though, it's really nice. And now here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Monte Cristo. Now, as I was told by my lovely server Edith, this sauce over here goes with the pommes frites or the fries, and this they change out all the time. This is like an orange kind of chutney jamish type thing. They used to have a blueberry one, then they had a raspberry one, so they just keep changing it up on me, or on her, so yeah, I'm excited to try this out. And of course, this is mint julep number like 1.5, 2-ish, I don't know, they just keep pouring it in there and I'm not counting those. Remember, non-alcoholic, ladies and gentlemen, non-alcoholic. Oh goodness, I can't wait to try this. Like I did with the pork lumpia earlier, or this day, or in the last video, I'm gonna try it straight up first, and then try it with sauce. So, here's the first bite.
Okay.
And now with the sauce.
Alright, I'll go ahead and get that started for you. It might take a little longer. Once it comes out, then I'll go ahead and bring it out for you.
I'm not like a huge cheese guy, but I am a big fried food guy. and the powdered sugar. I remember eating these at like Bennigan's. You guys remember Bennigan's? Anybody watching this know what I'm talking about? It's like a dessert sandwich. And I remember getting it in the past because it was fried, you know, powdered sugar, and like the jam or the jelly. This orange is really good. I'm trying one of these fries now. Okay. So it's fries with, or pommes frites, as it were, with, oh gosh, I don't know what is that, Parmesan or something? Let me try it with the sauce now. That's pretty good. You know this right here, the guy Andrew who dropped it off, he likes to call it deep fried happiness. And you know what? I totally agree with him. Looks so good. Alright. I'm gonna finish this and I shall report back. I finished the Monte Cristo. It was a very hard fought fight, but I did it, and I'm proud of myself. I didn't finish the pommes frites, so if I do, I might explode. Café Orleans, what can I say? It was delicious. It was so good. Really good quality of food and portion size for the money, I would say. I actually just did a walk-up and they brought me in, which is really cool. It kind of reminds me of like if you couldn't get into Blue Bayou, you could come over here and get some of the same things. Not the surf and turf or something like that, but it was great. And Edith was such a great server. But apparently she also works over like the River Terrace restaurant, which I'm unfamiliar with, but she gave me a mint julep to go, so kudos to you, Edith. But I would recommend this place, totally, if you ever get the chance to stop on by. All right, now back to the spooky stuff. Next up on the list for spooky, Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, you better believe it, because guess what? There's that, you know, kind of darkness in the beginning, and there's a bunch of skeletons and stuff. It's not necessarily really scary, but spooky, definitely. So we're putting it on the list. Remember what I said about the dark, scary tunnel area? Yes, it's spooky. This is way spookier, especially if you're by yourself. Let me know if anybody has gone on this by themselves at night. Flores. Oh yeah, here we go.
And there be plundering pirates lurking in every cove, waiting to board. Sit closer together and keep your muddy hands inboard. That be the best way to repel.
So cool. There's also like these creepy eyes on the way up too. Oh yeah. Very spooky. I don't know why they're there, but they're there. Bats or something? I'm not sure. It seems like such a fun, unassuming ride. But right after Pirates, we're heading to the Laughing Place. Because this ride right here used to cripple me with fear. Oh my goodness, that drop at the end, oh boy. You better believe I was afraid of it. A little bit intimidated still, but here we go. I'm gonna show you the scariest part of Splash Mountain. Wait a sec, that's not the scariest part of Splash Mountain. The drop, yes, the drop. That's the scariest part. Oh, and some bear nudity. Oh my gosh, this is a family channel. Ah! Time for things to take a nice dark turn. Oh, look at that. Terrifying. Uh-oh. They do not have this in Walt Disney World. So as a child, this was the most terrifying thing.
You're looking for a rat.
Especially at night. I don't know what it is, but like...
We'll show you a laughing place.
Howdy, boys. Oh, thank you. Here we go. And here we go. And again, the one in Walt Disney World sits side by side. So I got to sit next to my mom, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But now I'm riding this alone in my own log. Oh my gosh. I've come so far. Uh-oh. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that's just where you go.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That like elicits something out of me. I don't know what it is. Did you hear that laugh? That was not of this world. It's otherworldly. My gosh. Spooky, scary, but a heck of a lot of fun. There you go, I'm pointing at you guys watching this right now. Isn't that fun? That was good. I love that drop. Such a fun feeling. While Splash Mountain is admittedly kind of spooky and scary towards the end there and throughout, you know, depending, because you're moving pretty fast on this one, I still love it so much. Oh my gosh, what a fun ride. But there's one attraction here I've been neglecting. It is the quintessential spooky, scary ride. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Haunted Mansion. Now, at the time of this recording, it's still the Haunted Mansion holiday. So you'll have to bear with me that it might not be as spooky or as scary as classic Haunted Mansion, but still on the list, and we're gonna go do it, even though the line is very long, because I love it, and I hope you guys too. So I got some clips for you. And if you wanna see the entirety of the Haunted Mansion holiday in multiple angles, I did a video on that. I'm gonna try to do more of those multi-angle videos in the future. So if you have any recommendations, let me know down in the comments. But anyway, we're off to Haunted Mansion holiday. Let's go! Ah. In a stunning twist, we have a bonus attraction that some people find kind of scary. I wouldn't call it spooky, but has moments that are relatively thrilling and can be scary for some people. I've actually heard people gasp out loud at moments, one moment in particular on this attraction, but that's Rise of the Resistance. Call time just showed up. I didn't think we'd get on today, but they said come back to the ride. So I'm going back there. So we're gonna do a little Rise of the Resistance. That's coming up. I'll show you the kind of startling or spooky parts, as it were. So here we go. Back to Galaxy's Edge. All right.
Oh my god.
Resistance sympathizers. This ship has been captured by the First Order. Disembark immediately. Prepare for interrogation.
Okay. Oh my god.
Get off the ship.
Holy I'm not talking
Everything.
I guess it's more about intimidation than anything else on this one. But still, it's a spooky TIE fighter because it's kind of red too. Boogaloo boogaloo. Isn't that fun?
Down, not up. Good. So you do know your directions. You know which one's left and right? I can tell. Anything to say?
No. Do I talk first or do you talk first?
How about you don't talk at all? That'd be great too. Nothing. Don't be shy. Do you know you have a second head on top of your head?
I do.
Get that checked, that's not normal. No, you're not my problem. Go, you're moving.
Who picked these two droids anyway?
Attention road bridge. Prisoners last seen at level D.
There they are! Fire!
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields.
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run.
I think we got away.
location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the Resistance.
Came in a little off target.
And there you have it, a little rise of the Resistance. Getting that kind of threw my plans off a little bit here tonight because there's also another bonus attraction I have to give a special shout out to. A spooky ride indeed, because we're going back to Haunted Mansion Holiday. We're gonna get on that, don't worry. But there's Indiana Jones Adventure, Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Definitely kind of a spooky ride. And I've got some footage of that. I hate to reuse footage, but I want to throw that in there. A few spooky moments for you. Just because if that wasn't on this list, I'd be remiss. And we only have like 20 minutes left, so it came down to that or Haunted Mansion Holiday, and it's gonna be Haunted Mansion Holiday, so. But yeah, by the way, what I mean about Rise of the Resistance, it's mostly the AT-AT sequence and then like Kylo dropping in to attack you later on. I've had a lot of people gasp when he kind of drops down. People are like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it's cool to get on that, especially this late at night. I'm like never on that this late. And another really cool thing about Rise is that it actually accounts for day and night on Batu in that part of the attraction. If you know what I'm talking about, look around, look outside the windows whenever you're on on that, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you're on the planet. So, yes, without giving too much away. But anyway, here we go. Here's a little Indiana Jones Temple of the Forbidden Eye for you. Okay. Hey, gosh. Oh, this party's really dead. Bare bones, I've said. Oh my goodness.
Snakes. You guys are all wrong.
Holiday edition was unlike no other. So ring out the bells. There's more cheer to uncover.
There we go.
Holiday tour momentarily.
That's what I've been talking about. There she is. That's the old-fashioned, like, miniature version of the Black Widow ride. So freaky. And I'm going up to the attic, which is a great way to end this video. You know, me being terrified. If this were regular Haunted Mansion, I'd be freaking out. I would be legitimately very nervous. Okay, well, Guess I live here now. I'm taking that Oogie Boogie. Okay, Hatbox not really working is pretty freaky too. Okay, there we go. His face was not there, and I don't mean like the regular way. Okay, now he's back. That was weird. We are getting some great stuff happening here. Hi, Oogie. Look at him shaking around.
It's all good here.
Yeah, that's right. It is all good here. Self-promotional. What do we get? Oh. It's like a stocking full of worms. So potentially Oogie's stocking. How disgusting. Thanks for that, Oogie. Appreciate that. Well, there you have it, everybody. There are my spookiest attractions, or at least spookiest moments in Disneyland that I can think of, besides going to Pirate's Lair at night, which I don't think you can do. Which would genuinely be terrifying, right? But I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for hanging out today. And thank you for everybody else who's been watching the videos. I've been trying to, you know, get down here when I can, shoot a couple of videos and kind of parse them out through the week. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. And a huge special thank you to all of our patrons, everybody who's donating, not only their time, but their money too. That means a lot to me. If you want to consider donating, there's a link down below and in the cards as well. But you don't have to do any of that. I just appreciate you guys hanging out with me here. But please let me know what other types of videos you want to see. I have some ideas for other things besides the multi-angle POVs, but I'd love to hear what you guys want to see. So please never hesitate if you want to see more restaurant reviews, like I kind of snuck one in here tonight, or anything like that. Or just give me a reason to go to any of the Disney hotels. Oh my gosh. I guess they have to rip me out of those places. I love them so much. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me here today. And until next time, just remember to adapt and overcome. Bye-bye.